Hi, thanks for joining us again. I want to go into a little bit more detail about how people injure themselves through using improper bending and lifting. It turns out that when you look at an infant bend and lift, they use a natural human movement called a hip hinge. So when the infant goes to lift, they push their butt back, keeping their back straight, and they come down to the ground and lift. And that's actually how we're supposed to bend and lift. You always hear about, bend your knees and bend at the waist and all these things that we hear people say commonly. But the fact of the matter is that because we sit our entire life, starting in kindergarten and then grade school and then high school and then college and then our job and our car drives us to our job where we sit and drives home where we sit on the couch, it changes the length of a lot of the muscles in the pelvis and in the back, and it causes a distortion in the body that leads people to start using a deep knee bend to bend and lift. Now, the difference between the two is in a hip hinge, the knees stay directly over the ankles, and we use the pelvis as a counterbalance, and then we use this motion to bend and lift, which is the basis of a deadlift and a squat. And that is a correct movement. But what happens is early on in our 20s, through these changes in the musculature, it lets people start using a deep knee bend where instead of the knees staying over the ankle, the knees start to translate forward. And this translation forward leads to a rounding in the back, slumping in the shoulders, head comes down. And we do this day in, day out, week after week, month after month, year after year, decade after decade. And then people show up here in their 30s and their 40s with bulging discs, early degeneration in the hips, all kinds of knee problems, neck problems, and shoulder problems. It's a repetitive trauma that people are doing. So what we've designed are healing movements to correct and strengthen the body to bring back the correct hip hinge, which will actually make your back stronger, not weaker, will help your knees stop hurting. So we have some exciting new stuff to bring to you, and we're really looking forward to it. So please stay tuned for the next videos.